and welcome to Ann David's Inspiration. Last time we said that everybody has a problem, people have problems, but the issue is how we solve those problems. And I want to share 3 nuggets of wisdom on how you can deal with setbacks. And the first one is you need to add value to other people's lives. In the midst of all your problems, don't just wallow in self-pity, but think of other people and ask, how can I make the life of someone else better? Go visit a children's home. Look for those kids that don't have a mom, they don't have a dad, they have never known how it feels to be held in the arms of a real mom, their biological mom. Some of them have real, like house mothers, as they call them, but it's not the same. I remember one time we visited a children's home and the kids were tugging at us and I almost felt like carrying a bunch of them. Of course, that's not possible because in children's home there are rules and policies about strictly, dealing with kids in a particular way. I mean, go visit the sick in hospital. Someone is sick, someone is not able to walk on their 2 feet. Visit them, pray with them, be there for them. I know post-COVID, there are very strict rules on hospitals, visitations and all, but that is not to say you cannot visit. You can still visit and make the life of someone else better. The second nugget I can talk about is focus on what you can control. In this life, there are things that will happen and you totally cannot control them. That's what they say, it's out of your control. Do not focus on that. Focus on what you can control. If you're able to go back to school, go back to school. If you're not able to do something, don't wallow over that, but do that which you can do. It's another way of dealing with setback. So look for that thing which you can do and do it. And then as I finish, I just want to say it's amazing. There's an inner strength that God has given us that if you don't put it into practice, you will never really know how strong you are. And I want to say that you are stronger than you think you are. The moment you stretch yourself, the moment you say, I will try this and I'm not looking back, failure is not an option. You will actually surprise yourself. And I finished by the story of Ben Carson that was at the bottom of his class. I think, I want to believe that I am right on this. And the guy rose to be on top of his class within a season that even teachers themselves, even though they were marking the work, they were asking, are we really dealing with the same person? The person was in the bottom of his class. In a few, I think a term or two, the guy was on top of his class and he became a neurosurgeon. And I want to believe if you're watching, whether you're a young person, a middle-aged person, an elderly person, the failure is not an option. You're stronger than you think. Stretch yourself beyond your ability, because again, we have God who is always there to enable us to do that which we cannot do on our own strength. And so as we continue with the discussion on setbacks, I want to believe whatever it is you're dealing with, the pain, the disappointment, the depression, whatever challenge it is, there is always a way out. Never say die. Like they say in one old commercial that I would not mention the product, but they kept saying, never say die. So for you, never ever give up. There is always room for improvement, and that is the room that will never get finished, the room to improve and the room to be better. Until next time, this is Ann David saying, the Lord bless you. Amen.